All right, guys, we're going to get into just exactly who this Jesus is. So we're going to dig a little deep today, so let's do it. Let's get into Mark chapter 3. We're going to start with verse 11. And when the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and shouted, "You are the Son of God." Verse 12. And he straitly warned them not to make him known. Now this word warned, it's numbered 2008 in the Strong's Concordance. It means to honor. So Jesus honored the evil spirits. So that ought to give you a clue as to who we're dealing with here. He tried to hide his identity. He didn't want his identity known. So let that stay in your mind as we go through this. So let's move on. So now in verse 22, the scribes came down to talk to Jesus. And they basically call him out on the red carpet, and this is what they said. Verse 22, the scribes who came down from Jerusalem were saying, "He is possessed by Beelzebul, and cast out demons by the prince of demons." Well, this Beelzebul, it means Lord of the Flies. So they just call Jesus the Lord of the Flies. But understand, these are scribes that are talking. These are people who knew the Old Testament. They knew the scriptures. They knew what happened in Egypt. So they called him out on it. If you believe that Jesus is God in the flesh, then you have to believe that Jesus is God in the Old Testament. So, is he the Lord of the Flies? Let's look at it. So let's go to Exodus chapter 8, verse 21. If you are not going to let my people go, I will send swarms of flies on you and your servants and on your people and into your house and the house of the Egyptians. So Yahweh, which is Jesus in the flesh, sent swarms of flies on the Egyptians and on Pharaoh. So, by definition, the scribes in Mark chapter 3 told the truth. Jesus is Beelzebul, the one who sent the flies. He is the Lord of the Flies, the prince of demons. And by that power is exactly how he was casting them out. This is not something you're going to hear preached behind the pulpit, but this is Bible by definition. So there you have it.